Alright, here we go again. Another day Reddit overflowing with more tactical brilliance than a bag of soggy crisps. Seems the flavour of the month is more about XDefiant Netcode and hit registration. Like it's some magic switch you flick and everything's peachy. Oh, you got me there, armchair devs. Never thought about just, I don't know, improving the netcode. Groundbreaking. Did you also consider fixing world hunger while you were at it? Look, here's the thing. Netcode ain't like tweaking your thermostat. It's a complex beast, a right bugger to wrangle. See, the netcode they're using now, not the same one from the alpha or the beta malarkey from last year. It's a whole new bag of worms. Tweaking this stuff takes time. Like, a lot of time. You adjust one thing, 3 more go kablooey. It's a right balancing act. And if you get it wrong, oh boy, you're in for a world of hurt. We're talking lag spikes that make a glacier look like Usain Bolt. Hit registration's so bad you think you were firing Nerf darts. And enough rubber banding to make a pretzel jealous. But before you keyboard warriors come at me with pitchforks and complaints about unplayable games, take a deep breath, put kettle on, maybe, just maybe, learn a thing or two about how this game development malarkey actually works. Unless, of course, you fancy joining me in this netcode nightmare, but I warn you, there'll be enough tears to fill a paddling pool, and the only sunshine you'll see is the blue light filter frying your retinas. Now let's delve into this Netcode Abyss, shall we? Imagine you're firing a virtual bullet at another player across the internet. Now that information, your shot, has to travel through the ether, like a digital carrier pigeon. It hits hitches, bumps, the occasional rogue router with vendetta against online gaming. There's 2 main things to consider here. Latency, which is the time it takes for that information to travel, and packet loss, where bits of that information just vanish, like a pigeon with a terrible memory. Netcode's job? To predict what happens on your screen based on the information it receives, and then try to reconcile with what's actually happening on the player's screen. It's like playing a game of telephone with bullets and explosions. Only instead of silly whispers, you get teleporting enemies and bullets that curve like boomerangs. Now, the developers can try to compensate for these issues with clever algorithms, but here's the rub. If they overcompensate for lag, they get that dreaded rubber banding effect. You think you're behind cover, and suddenly you're back in the open looking like a right plum. The netcode's a right balancing act. It's a constant battle between responsiveness and accuracy. Developers are working on it, but it takes time, data, and a whole lot of trial and error. So next time you want to rant about the netcode, remember, it's not a simple fix. It's a work in progress, and throwing a tantrum online ain't going to make it develop any faster. Unless, of course, you fancy applying for a job as a netcode engineer. I hear they're always looking for folks with a healthy dose of patience and a penchant for controlled screaming. Alright, calm down, Scotty. Deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Not turn into one of those rage-quitting fools frothing at the keyboard. Lag? The bane of every online gamer's existence. See that enemy clear as day, unloading the whole clip into them, and nothing. They just stand there looking at you like you're having a particularly enthusiastic bout of target practice with the air. It's enough to make you want to hurl your controller at the wall. But before you go all Hulk smash on your electronics, let's talk about why lag happens and what you can actually do about it besides whine on forums. Remember that whole digital carrier pigeon thing I mentioned? Well, picture this. That pigeon gets mugged on its way to deliver your in-game actions. Loses half the message, forgets the rest entirely. That's packet loss, folks. The information just ain't getting through. Now, what causes this avian misfortune? A whole bunch of things, really. Your internet connection could be having a meltdown. Server might be congested with more players than a Black Friday sale. Or maybe it's just a grumpy router on a power trip. Look, some lag is inevitable. But here's the thing. You can't control what happens on the internet, but you can control your reaction. Getting all hot and bothered ain't gonna fix the problem. Take a deep breath. Maybe go do some jumping jacks. Come back when your blood pressure's back down to a reasonable level. And hey, if all else fails, blame the pigeons. Works for me. Alright, so we talked about lag, dodgy netcode, and the perils of packet lost pigeons. Now let's dive into the lovely world of bandwidth bottlenecks. Bandwidth is like the internet's highway. The wider the lanes, the smoother the traffic flow. But guess what happens when everyone and their granny decides to stream 4K cat videos at the same time? Gridlock City. Now, imagine you sharing that congested internet highway with everyone in your house. Your younger sibling hogging bandwidth with their endless online gaming sessions. Not that I would know anything about that. Your parents streaming their favourite shows. Suddenly, your precious online game feels like it's running through molasses. Here's the not-so-secret secret. Sometimes, the problem isn't the game. It's your home network. So what can you do? Well, for starters, have a polite conversation with your family about bandwidth courtesy. Maybe negotiate some screen time. Establish some online gaming priority hours. Look, I know it's not ideal, but hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. Unless, of course, you fancy investing in a bigger internet package. Just remember, with great bandwidth comes great responsibility. Don't become the bandwidth hog you swore to destroy. Now, how about we discuss how you, the passionate gamer, can actually contribute to fixing the whole netcode malarkey. First things first, blind rage doesn't help. Spewing negativity in forums and review sections, pointless. Developers need data, not digital tantrums. Here's what you can do. If you're experiencing consistent issues, report them. Join the official Discord. Join the game's official forums. Provide detailed reports. The more specific you are, the better. Lag spikes at a certain time of day? Rubber banding in a particular area of the map? Let devs know. Think of yourselves as Netcode Detectives. You're gathering clues, helping the developers solve the case of the dodgy hit registration. You're not just whining, you're actively participating in the solution. And hey, who knows? Maybe, just maybe, you'll help make XDefiant an even better game. A game we can all enjoy without wanting to tear our hair out. Now that's a win-win situation, wouldn't you say? Alright, enough time out of me. Time to put my detective hat on and see what kind of netcode mysteries I can help unravel. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. Maybe you'll think twice before launching into a netcode tirade the next time your online game goes a bit wonky. Remember, there are people behind the scenes slogging away to make this whole online gaming thing work. And hey, if you fancy joining the glorious ranks of netcode wranglers, well, all I can say is good luck. You'll need it. For the rest of you, well, keep calm and carry on gaming. Report those issues, be a netcode detective, and who knows, maybe we can all build a better online gaming experience together. Alright, my sanity can only take so much. If you enjoyed this little tirade educational video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and leave a comment below. Tell me your deepest, darkest shooter wars. I might just feature them on the channel. I'll see you next time, you magnificent